Hey guys, it's Sean, and this is Black Ops Tips and Tricks, Episode 1. What this is I'm going to go on certain maps, and I'm going to do a run-through, or in my opinion, how you should control the map, where you should stay, because this game's a lot more complicated with your perk choices, your gun choices on certain maps, and I picked this game for that because it really shows how important it is. A FAMAS is a versatile gun. You can pretty much long range, short range, rate of fire is good. It's really strong still with the rate of fire. So if you wanted to rush with it, you could. But in this video, I don't do too much rushing. Towards the end of the video, don't do what I do. I start slacking off a little bit, straying away from what I usually say because I was getting too cocky. And in the end, it gave me a couple more deaths. Right there, what I could have done is, because I have steady aim on, I could have easily just sprayed him down and I probably could have beat him. But I zoomed in. You don't really want to zoom in when you're in a close range fight, because there's no point. Your crosshairs aren't even going to be that big without the steady aim. But with this type of map, I like to stay towards, in this stadium right here, on the balcony, or I like to stay to the right of here and maybe swoop around. Stay in the close quarters, because with steady aim, it's just going to group your bullets a lot more, and it's going to drop the people a lot faster. And in a game like this, that's extremely important. Right here, see, I don't even need to aim. Right there, again, don't need to aim, because it's close quarters. They're trying to aim on me, so I have that huge advantage. I don't even need to aim there, because he's just so close. Now that there's a certain distance that you want to aim by, and I give a good example of that later on in the game, by shooting a guy. I was behind him, but he was fairly far away, and if I would have aimed in, it would have saved me a lot more time. My kill streak setup is 7, 8, and 11, I think. 7, 8, 9, maybe. We'll find out in a minute. I like running the Blackbird. I would say run the Blackbird on every map you possibly can. Kill streaks don't really have a big deal on a map unless it's like Nuketown and you're going to use Rolling Thunder, Napalm, sorry, maybe even a Mortar Strike, because those are closer range kill streaks. You don't want to use those on a bigger map. So as you can see from the video here, I'm not really camping, but I'm not really staying in the same spot. I will stray away from my area, I guess you would call it, the stadium, every once in a while, if I know people are close by and I know I could probably take them. Chopper gunner is not really a good thing to run anymore, because so many people are using Ghost, and it just, see, I'm already getting shot down, and I've gotten, what, 3 kills? 4 kills? So, if you look on the bottom part of the screen right now by my minigun, it's past now, but you would have saw the second area where I like to stay around. I usually tend to stay around there also, because, like I said earlier, it's a close quarters, and it's an extremely effective tactic if you want to get good games. This is a map you really don't want to run around the corners, because it could be the meaning between you getting your 9 kill streak or you dying at 8 and just getting a Blackbird or whatever you want. I think I do a pretty good job of not running around corners in this game. My screen is pretty laggy, so it's hard for me to see. But from what I remember, I don't really go Hail Mary and just run around the damn corners. That's extremely important. Because if you're running around a corner and your enemy isn't, they can either just spray you, one, or they'll have a time to aim in faster than you. But while you're running, it's going to take you longer to get your sight up. It's going to take you longer to stop sprinting and spray. So they're going to have at least probably a second lead, if that. But in Call of Duty, that's like 5-second lead in real life, if that makes any sense. A 1-second lead in Call of Duty is like a 5-second lead in real life. That's the best way I can put it, if that makes any sense. Think of it as a race. If you give your opponent 5 seconds to run before you, they're gonna have that's a pretty big advantage. That's like pretty much what you're doing if you're running around a corner and your enemy isn't. You're giving them a 5 seconds head start. It's not bad to run in the middle of this map, but I wouldn't recommend it. If you're just gonna do like a quick straight through like that, that's not a problem. Unless you know there's people on the sides of you and stuff. Don't try to get caught in a gunfight while you're out in the open. And if you do, just do something like that. Just spray him. Like, I heard him coming. I didn't run around. I just waited. Patience. That's another key part in this game. Unless you have like a Blackbird, maybe a UAV, you can get away with running around. Definitely a Blackbird, you can get away with sprinting and just running, because that's a big advantage you have on them, and that's why I run it. The Blackbird, really, in my opinion, is better than like dogs or something. See, if I would have aimed on that guy there, I would have gotten that kill, and I probably would have been 32-7 instead of 31-7, which isn't that terrible of a game, seeing as how I did slack off at the end. But you see how I'm crouching and just walking around the corners? That's what you pretty much want to do. And how I get behind cover before I start shooting at someone. I don't shoot while I'm walking. That extremely disables your aim, I guess. It takes it down by a lot. That really, really affects you. If you don't shoot and aim, you don't understand how bad it messes you up. It's big. So try to stop while you're shooting. But if you can't, if they're close enough, just spray them down. There's not much you have to do. Thank you for watching. The video's coming to an end. If you want to see more of these, I want to get to 10 subscribers and I'll upload episode 2. Thank you.